In October 2016, ESPN's Pardon the Interruption had a segment that asked if the third consecutive finals matchup between the Cavs and Golden State Warriors would be a bad thing for the NBA. Well, the inevitable Cavs-Warriors 3 happened. The league is as healthy and as dramatic as ever. Hey there, Bryan Colangelo, and now we're looking at a round 4 in which both teams have gotten worse. In Golden State's case is a 58-win team that averaged the league-best 112.3 points per 100 possessions, even with Steph Curry missing 31 games and Kevin Durant idle for 14 contests. There's no denying, however, that the Warriors are much more vulnerable than they were last season, when they had the league's #1 offense 113.2 rating, and no. 2 defense 101.1, and didn't lose a game in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. In the 2018 Western Conference Finals, the Houston Rockets forced the Warriors to play back-to-back elimination games for the first time since Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder took a 3-2 advantage into Game 6 of the 2016 West Finals. So the 2018 Finals should be a dogfight, right? Yeah, about that. The Cavs, who were 36-5 in postseason games against the East the previous 3 years, barely survived a pair of 7-game series against the Indiana Pacers in Round 1, and Boston Celtics, and this is, at best, the worst collection of teammates LeBron James has brought into an NBA Finals since 2007. 538 says the current group is worse. As a result, the Cavs, even with the Warriors looking more vulnerable than ever and Andre Iguodala's status in question because of a lingering knee injury, are the biggest finals underdogs in at least 16 years. Cue the "bad for the league" debates. Our rebuttal to that: what could be better than seeing LeBron James, possibly playing as well as ever, trying to pull off the seemingly impossible against a historically great collection of talent? James is averaging 34 points, 9.2 rebounds, 8.8 assists, 1.4 steals and 1.1 blocks in 41.3 minutes in the 2018 playoffs. He has a 33.0 per, his best since the 2009 postseason, a 35.9 usage rate that is his highest since 2015, when Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving both went down with injuries, and a 61.9 true shooting percentage. Another reminder that no player has averaged the 8th of August 30 on 50% shooting in the playoffs. Just for good measure, he has 7 40-point games, 1 shy of Jerry West's record, and 2 buzzer beaters. Speaking of the latter, the player we all took shots at for his 2011 NBA Finals meltdown has been amazingly clutch, which is more incredible when you consider the burden he's carrying with this inconsistent group. 3 elimination games this postseason, LeBron has averaged 42 points, 11.3 rebounds, 8.3 assists and 2.3 steals, while shooting 54.9% from the field and 55.6% from three-point range. In Games 6 and 7 against the Celtics, with the Cavs in a 3-2 hole, James sat a combined 2 minutes and put together a pair of ridiculous performances for a 33-year-old playing in his 99th and 100th games of the season. At 3,769 combined regular season and playoff minutes, LeBron has already logged 231 more minutes, or 6 full games, going by James's career norm of 38.8 minutes per contest, than he did last season. And the latter total, 3,538, was the highest of James's first 3 years back in Cleveland. Even with that workload, James has 35 clutch points, defined as a 5-point margin in the last 5 minutes, in the 2018 playoffs. The next closest are the Celtics duo of Terry Rozier, 28, and Al Horford, 27, and no other player has more than 21 clutch points. In those situations, James has 35 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists and 2 blocks in 31 minutes. The Cavs outscored the opposition by 34 points in that stretch and had a 36.8 net rating. James's usage rate was a whopping 44.3%, which is just a bit higher than his regular season norm of 31.6. In those 31 minutes, he had 1 turnover. In the regular season, James's 197 clutch points were 24 ahead of DeMar DeRozan and Russell Westbrook for the league lead. Next highest was Victor Oladipo at 144, in 152 minutes, in which his team was ahead or behind by 5 points or fewer. LeBron made 55.8% of his shots and averaged 46.7 points, 12.3 rebounds and 7.6 assists per 36 minutes. His usage percentage was 47.6 and his true shooting percentage was 63.4. Again, ridiculous. The Cavs were 30-15 in those clutch situations in the regular season and 7-1 in the playoffs. At this point, describing these accomplishments as amazing is underselling them. Is all of this still going to lead to another 4-1 Warriors victory or, worse yet, a sweep? Possibly. Heck, odds makers would say those two outcomes are more likely than an extended series. But LeBron has made us believe anything is possible. We still think the Warriors will prevail, and it probably won't be close. Regardless, this is anything but bad. This is peak LeBron against an all-time team. Maybe for the final time.